Hey everyone, it's Seeker here. I'm going to be continuing our Gamebox game called 9 Parchments. Right now I am on the 3rd level. We're playing the female character, forgetting her actual name at the moment. So we will continue on that way. As I was putting this on YouTube yesterday, I did notice that this game is incredibly fun to play. It is not as fun to watch or rewatch, but you know, hopefully we'll get a couple cutscenes or additional interactions with the environment. But again, this is a Gamebox game, meaning that it is a game that cost under $10 at the time of purchase. It's supposed to be kind of random so that I'm trying new things out. And so far I've really enjoyed it. I think usually this game is $20. It just happened to be on sale. So we will continue along with it. If it gets to a point where I am dying a lot, I'll tell you some of the adjustments I've been making for my YouTube people. That was interesting. But one of the issues I did have earlier is a lot of their stuff is pretty well hidden. So like the treasure boxes you're supposed to find or the quills that you're supposed to interact with, they're kind of difficult to spot in the environments, so I am going to be checking my corners a whole lot, but I do have to be careful because you can fall off the edge of the map if you are not careful, which is something I mentioned I really liked about this game. It is both awesome and annoying at the same time. Our ultimate goal here is to find 9 different parchments. See, there's a box right here, and that was really difficult to spot right away. Looks like that was experience points. Unlike most games that are like this, that seem more along the RPG line, this doesn't really have items per se that you can use. You unlock certain staves and hats and stuff at certain points, but the loot boxes themselves you can only find one time, and the creatures don't drop any loot either. I think I'm getting the hang of it now. This is going a lot better than it did yesterday. Until whatever that thing came along. can't understand those spiders because it seems like they're exploding even when I don't touch them. I get that they affect your health when they do that, I just don't understand. The purpose of them is that they're not really a challenge, because it's not like it's a significant amount of health. And if you're far enough away, it looks like you just avoid the damage altogether. That wouldn't be a problem. I guess for those, you don't even have to focus on using magic. You can just kind of blink around the area.
The tropical cliffsides housed some very interesting bridge contraptions.
Maybe that means we'll actually be able to interact with more stuff now. Was not paying attention. If you watched the last one, you know that particular creature has been giving me some issues. Mostly because if you do make a mistake, it is really difficult to heal. Especially because if the creatures are on your healing circle, they'll heal too. Which adds an additional challenge, and I do kind of like it, because that's pretty real. Like, if something living was to interact with something that's supposed to heal everybody, they'd probably heal too. But it's also, you know, kind of annoying if you're not terribly great at games like this. Like myself. Because it just makes it more of a challenge to fight creatures like that that'll just always end up landing on your stuff. It's bad move on my part.
Good.
Elements do play a role in this game, by the way. It's just that for now, I only have one element, well, two, but one that's, you know, actually super effective. And that is my lightning. The other one that I have currently, other than healing, is called death. And it can be useful for certain enemies, but it is difficult because you have to actually direct the beam with both joysticks on your controller, and it's super sensitive, so it is kind of difficult to do. since I did die, I will take the opportunity for people that are viewing this later on YouTube that with the first one that I did of the first couple levels, since this is my first time, I did die quite a few times in that, and it is kind of difficult to watch somebody like that dying over and over again. So if I die in a certain spot, just like now, where it is over just a couple of times, then I'll kind of cut that out of the YouTube video because it does take quite a bit to regen, and then you have to see the same fights over and over again, and nobody really wants to watch that. So I'll leave that one in probably because I was busy talking about it then, but I'll focus more on winning these battles now than on talking about dying.
It's off.
I got that feather or not earlier. Spiders. Fine on all the other levels, but for some reason, this one has been a bit of a challenge. There's not even a great reason. This guy is obviously not too difficult to dodge.
Loot, the spice of life.
So you're also trying to unlock the other characters that will give you different spells. So on top of finding the parchments, you also have to unlock the characters. And actually what it looks like is you can play through these levels multiple times, and it kind of encourages you to, so that you have all the players and unlock all the skills that you can then use on multiplayer. From what I understand so far. We'll see if that changes. I do wonder if it allows you, once you have more characters unlocked, if you're allowed to use them kind of as NPCs in the single player mode. And they help you fight. I think I actually found everything this round, which is awesome. found all the chests. And I know I found all of the ink stuff. That highlighting means that I've finished that one. I'll go back and put more into that one. I kind of, when I do skill trees like that, like to keep things pretty even to begin with, and once I know what characters are supposed to be a little bit more, or find a need for something, that's when I start focusing in. But for our purposes, I'll try to keep that as even
One
as
of
possible.
the elusive parchments was surely near now. But little did anyone know what was lurking ahead.
So apparently this is a parchment level, because that was marked on our map. We'll see what kind of bosses, because I assume you'll have to fight a boss for it. We'll see what kind of thing that entails in this game. Guessing it's that creepy-ass lobster thing.
The breathtaking seaside vista was not the only thing to give pause to anyone admiring the horizon. A beast of some terrifying sort had also taken a liking to the missing parchment.
Who wouldn't want an old piece of paper? I mean, it's pretty awesome. So it does look like he's a poison type, but he also has fire. Not awful for a first boss. Oh.
Good.
I swear to God, most of my deaths in this game have nothing to do with the bosses and everything to do with me forgetting that you can't go near the edges.
A perfunctory performance.
Looks like I've unlocked Cornelius Flower. Not quite sure what that's going to do yet, other than allow me to use them from the menu. But we'll see if we meet up with him at some point as well. I I do kind of like that the chapter is just focused on beating the boss. For a first boss, it wasn't bad. It was pretty easy to dodge his attacks. Didn't seem to have a particular weakness towards anything, but at the very least I didn't have that spell. Cast away coordinates. I think I can wear that now, actually. So it's that theory in a minute. Go in here. Make sure there's nothing I can't see.
How clever of me.
Hopefully, having a parchment means I also get a new spell. Yes. Okay. I do like having a skill that's throwable instead of a spray, because I already have a spray. So I'm gonna choose that spell. I have a feeling the other ones are still going to be available later. It would be kind of helpful to have another element, but I think having...
That enormous mantis was a delight one can have too much of. But I demonstrated what this Witch of Alcyon's made of.
I think having variety in the form the spell can take is good. So I didn't realize this thing was a hat as well. Let's see if it lets me figure out what it is. It'd be nice to know what it does. But you know what? I'm a queen anyway, so we'll do that for now. I'm not even sure if your hats do anything in particular. Interesting. Yeah, time to figure out. Well, those aren't terribly easy to do.
About time.
There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Very poor fashion. I forgot to check to make sure we didn't miss anything. It's not looking like it though. There I go again. Right.
That enormous mantis was a delight one can have too much of. But I demonstrated what this Witch of Alcyon's made of.
Looks like, at least for the charging ram thing, might be best just to kind of stand and wait. Your shock magic will freeze it.
Alive again.
No, it can't end like this. Not when we've come so far. Oh my god, that only took 30 minutes, but I did it! Sorry, YouTube people, but you are definitely not going to be experiencing that full 30-minute drama. Trust me, it's not something worth watching. But onward we go. Kind of feel like because it introduces more long-range creatures, that it wants me to be better at long-range stuff. Spell damage, because I definitely do that. Sure, there's nothing else. Should start me right. I do wonder if I can jump over that ran thing's fire. That'd be kind of
Alive again.
So yeah, it took me all the way back to the beginning of the level. Which still wasn't as far back as I feared it. Still kind of a bummer.
Sadly, there was no time to explore the ancient snake temple, for there were missing parchments to be found.
I keep stopping on the wrong spell. With those guys, it definitely... Lord knows, it's one of those things. I'll probably walk away and then come back and be just fine.
Alive again.
It killed me right away? Whatever. Well, I'm going to end it here, I think. To be continued at a later time.